Whenever a state legalizes cannabis and starts considering regulations, they need to decide what to do with vertical integration. My name is DeAngelo. Some people refer to me as the father of the legal cannabis industry. The term vertical integration refers to a particular type of business model in which the business controls and manages the entire supply chain, from the creation of the product through its distribution all the way to supplying it to the end user. Farm to table is a very simple way of understanding vertical integration. There's a farm, they receive orders from retail consumers, and they bring those orders to the consumer. So they do it all. In the world of cannabis, vertical integration is a hot topic. People are usually in favor of it or against it. Different states end up with different regulatory models because regulations are political questions. So in the state of Washington, for example, which has a deep, long cannabis culture, there were lots of small growers who were growing in Washington for a long, long time before cannabis became legal. Those growers were at the table and they were organized when the regulations were being developed. And they made sure that vertical integration would not be allowed because that would open up more opportunities along the supply chain for small companies that could focus on individual little niches of the supply chain. So you can be a small farmer, or you can just be a small little cannabis edibles company. When vertical integration is working well, when it's really serving the consumer, it provides the consumer a superior product, a fresher product at a lower price. This happens because one company is managing the entire supply chain, so they don't have to share parts of that value chain with other companies. The model of vertical integration that I think is very controversial is mandated vertical integration. Mandated vertical integration is when a state is regulating legal cannabis and they say that the only way that a company can get a license is if it grows the cannabis, manufactures all of its products, and runs its own dispensaries. The problem with that kind of mandated vertical integration is that companies that are vertically integrated at that scale require huge amounts of capital. And typically you end up with only 3, 4, or 5, I think in Florida it's something like 7 companies. It's important for cannabis consumers, and really consumers of any regulated product, to understand how that product is being regulated because those regulations have significant impact on consumers. They have impact on the prices that consumers will pay for the product. They have impact on the taxes that will be charged on top of those prices. They have impact on the type of products that will be available, where they will be available, what times of day, what days of the week. So the lives of consumers are directly impacted by those regulations.